Hey, it's John again, playing Immaculate Grid and going for a low time, low rarity, and playing the daily grid today, number 460 on this, the 5th of July. There's a few people who've had a 460 on base percentage for an individual season, which was the 460 metric I went with. Nobody with 460 home runs or 460 doubles, but 460 on base percentage is a pretty big number. Bryce Harper had an on base percentage of 460 in his MVP season in 2015 with the Nationals. Mike Trout had a 460 season in 2018 when he was runner up to Mookie Betts in the MVP voting. And also shown up on here is Shoeless Joe Jackson in 1913. Three all-time greats there. But the guy I want to talk about is Eddie Stanky, who's a great baseball name, right? But I'm just gonna bring it up here because I think it's a cool career. He made his way into my book. I had a whole chapter about the unfeared walkers, mostly players from the 30s, 40s, and 50s who, for whatever reason, maybe it was just the approach taken at the time. They didn't have a lot of home runs, but they still drew a ton of walks. Stanky had a 268 career batting average and a 348 career slugging percentage, but a 410 career on base percentage. He had seasons of 148, 137, and 144 walks. That 144 walk season came with the Giants. He also hits the Cardinals, Braves, Dodgers, and Cubs. So maybe we'll see one of those today. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna share and we'll get into it. Really, I shouldn't have a baseball reference page out when I play those, so I'm gonna delete those. All right, now I'm gonna share my screen and get rid of that. Just played grids 86 and 87, so those are up there if you want to watch them. And away we go. All right, no, I can't play him. All right, let's see here. We'll go with Mickey Morandini. There he is. All right, Michael Jack Schmidt for Phillies third baseman. All right, and for 30 home runs, Ryan Howard hit 30 home runs a time or two or several. All right, over here, let's go Dan Heron. And I'm going to grab Troy Gloss. And how about Tim Salmon? 9%. All right, over here, Moises Alou. Get Ken Caminiti and Bregman. All right, score of 120 in about 58 seconds. Bregman was the highest there, I kind of figured. Orlu was the highest for the Cubs and Astros. Lackey rocking 20%, beating out Heron by tenfold. Interesting. It's Schwarber. So Schmidt and Howard were the two in the moment, in the right spot that I had the highest ones for. All right. Well, yeah, I was not able to. Oh, I could use Harper. I could use Harper here. I could use Trout here. I was not gonna get Eddie Stanky into the game though, nor was I able to get Shoeless Joe Jackson. All right. One of these days, I mean, I'm occasionally I'll get it, but usually I'll say at the email, I'll forget all about it once I get in the timed round. I don't want to play these guys in the rarity round because uh usually they're pretty well known. All right, so let's stop share and reshare. This was grid 87. And there we go. I think down here is where I'm going to play Frank Thomas, the first. 0.2. He might be creeping up a little bit. How about Lou Burdette? 1957 Milwaukee Braves World Series MVP. Grabs 0.2. Cubs and Phillies. Someone we could be like Robin Roberts works. I actually used him, or he was my, guy of the day for I think it was grid 87. So he would work. How rare that is. Richie Ashburn will also work. He's another one of those unfeared walkers, similar to Eddie Stanky. He's a little bit. I mean, he had a much higher batting average than Stanky though, but similarly low power. Grover Alexander works. Frank Thomas would have worked there as well. Todd Zeal works. Maybe we'll go Zeal. Oh, you know what? No, let's go Zeal here. Oh, but he played some first base too. That's a little risky. Hmm. He's mainly a third baseman in his career. What I'm second guessing is I think he would have overlapped with Roland, and that's what's making me apprehensive. Dick Allen is also an opportunity at third base. Let's see, who are some other guys that go with for 30 home runs for the Phillies? Maybe just get Chuck Klein in there. 3%, that's a bit higher. Jimmy Fox will also work over here. Let's see, on the 30 home run front. There's some other guys who'll work for these categories. 30 home runs for the Angels. Bobby Grich in 1979 had exactly 30 home runs. Takes 1%. Let's see, Morgan Ensberg. It's kind of a random excellent year. Takes 1%. Could also have used him for third base. Go former Brewer Sean Barry over at third base. Goes sub 1. All right. How about Dave Hollins? Actually, he would work here too. Let's use him here. Takes 0.3. And that's fairly, I mean, Ashburn, Roberts, and Fox and Pete Alexander, all Hall of Famers, all work for this combination. Zeal, not in the Hall of Fame. I just have to decide if I want to use Dick Allen over here. Could also use Placido Polanco. I could use Bohm. I could use Schmidt. I'm not going to use Schmidt. I can't use Schmidt. I've already used him. All right. Well, I hear, and you guys might be able to hear, a screaming child that I have to go deal with. So I'm going to go Todd Zeal here for 0.3. And I wanted to keep it at least semi-low. What if Jimmy Fox played third base for the Phillies? Probably not. Nap Lajoie. Any chance he moved off second base? Pedro Feliz played a little bit over there. How are they going to compare to Dick Allen is the question. How about here's one. How about Charlie Hayes, who replaced Schmidt? Takes 3. Okay, I'll take a 10. Be interesting to see how would Zeal have worked? Let's find out. My apprehension was simply I know he played for Philadelphia, but not very long, but it was 96, so yeah. I had this I had him overlapping like down here in my head but yeah, I guess I knew he played for the Mets around this time. I knew he was traded twice in this season. I know he played for the Dodgers, so I knew it was going to be a tall order for him to actually overlap with Rowan. All right. Well, I'll still take that. I don't know what else. I might have done like Pete Alexander and Zeal or something like that, but it's still a pretty good score. I'll take it. Thank you once again for playing, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Peace.